Hey Taurus, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we're going to do your first week of June general love reading. Now keep in mind these are general readings, which means they can't possibly apply to every single person that's watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all the information will be in the description box below. In case you're new to the channel, welcome, come on in. Doesn't want to sit right. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today for this reading. For all of the new viewers, I'm an intuitive tarot card reader, which means I read the traditional sense of the card, but more than anything, I'm always going to give you guys the messages that I pick up intuitively. I always charge both of my decks on top of my crystal organite pucks. In doing so, it charges, balances, and aligns the energy for our reading today. And I also meditate over the collective energy. So again, this reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals. And as always, I hope everyone is doing well. Currently, there are absolutely no reversals in either one of my decks. Look at that. I knew this. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. And so if I get any reversals when I'm doing the shuffling, I am going to, read it as such in your reading because I know that they're aligned with the messages I'm meant to give you guys. There are 78 cards in both of these decks, so if we get any reversals after I've done my shuffling and you guys seeing that they all are upright, then I'm going to accept them. And like I said, read them as such. So when I was meditating over you guys' energy, and that's why I laughed when I seen the Ace of Wands, I heard the song Come Get to This by Marvin Gaye. I'm going to leave the link to the song in the description box below so you can listen to it following the reading. Some of you guys have a strong fire sign energy who wants to reconcile with you or who wants to connect with you. And it's interesting because I'm just sitting here playing with the cards and look what's peeking out. Could have been some lying, cheating, and deception. Ooh, look what, yep. Look what was up under that. Strength card, that's the card of Leo. And I was going to say specifically a Leo. I was just sitting here just doing this as I was talking to you guys. And these are the cards that are popping up in front of me. Yeah. Somebody lied. And I feel like this could be an individual with strong Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Right? You can have these placements in your chart, but I feel like it's another person. But long story short, what I'm picking up is that this person wants a reconciliation with you. And now this person wants to come through with some type of long-term or offer of long-term commitment. Now, what's interesting is with us seeing that Seven of Swords, and then you see how his back is facing that Strength card. And you see how that lion on the card, his face looked like he was in distress. I'm picking up that for some of you guys, this person may have had a fear of commitment, long-term commitment, marriage, talks of that nature. This could have been some... Wow, and I'm literally sitting here playing with the cards and look what's coming out. And I did not say somebody wants to extend an offer of commitment. And then you have the Sun card. So we just had the Strength card, that's Leo. And then we have the Sun card, that's Leo. And then we have Fire sign, Page of Wands, a message and communication. He's holding out his wand. Yeah, some of you guys have, I'm literally just sitting here doing like this, just playing with the cards, and I'm getting these messages. Some of you guys have a strong fire sign individual, specifically Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placement, who you may have separated from. And this individual is going to come back to you with an offer of long-term commitment, because before, I feel like this person was fighting it. Like they didn't want long-term commitment. They were fearful of it. They felt like it would be oppressive, and it felt like it was full of restraints. And I know that because the figure on the card with the Strength card, she has chains that she's holding, and there's chains around his neck. So somebody could be dealing with a Leo who has a bit of commitment issues, or they may have a fear of long-term commitment. And I know this is so typical to hear this, but I really do feel like with this individual, it's something that they seen growing up. Like they seen relationships just seem like constraining, restraining, conflictual, and heavy. It felt like a burden. It felt like a job. It didn't feel like something that, was just natural. And I feel like this is why this person was fighting that situation. Let's hold the deck down and get additional messages. Yeah, ooh, what did I say? And remember I mentioned, and remember I just said, felt like restraints. Look at her hand. She has those same chains around that was around that lion's neck. She has on her wrist. And then she's caught up in this circular area or energy of swords, like she feels bound. And I feel like this is how your person feels, and that's why they may have, they would get, yeah, look at that. Come on now. You got 5 of Cups, 2 cups behind him. That's a union, that's a couple. So for this people, the individuals I'm reading for, this is someone who was in separation. And I can't deny, as you guys know, I always see this. Right across from him, there's 3 cups. So it could have been some type of cheating scenario. It doesn't have to be for everybody, but I feel like the strongest energy that I'm picking up is that literally, this is for, I'm reading for, okay. Look at his belt, his waist belt. Chains. Her wrist. Those chains. That lion had chains around his neck. You know what I mean? the strongest message that I'm picking up, there could be cheating for some of you all, but the strongest message that I'm picking up, if you were dealing with someone with strong Leo placements or fire sign placements in their chart, again, predominantly Leo, this individual feels like long-term commitments they feel restraining. See how he's holding on to those pentacles for dear life? I'm going to tell you, because this is the reading for Taurus, so some of you guys could still be holding on to this individual because you truly love them. And you want to come out of this Five of Cups energy with this individual. I feel like you will be. Just seeing a Three of Swords. You know, there was heartbreak attached to this situation. Absolutely. You know, some of you guys are holding on, and some of you guys are like, you know what, I give up. Especially if it's involving a home life also and finances, because both of these are pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles upright is a solid home life, a solid, your finances are solid, your health is solid. I feel like when you decided to give up on this individual, you may have lost some type of stability as far as your finances and your home life also. For those of you who have decided, like, you know what, I'm not waiting for reconciliation, you may have suffered financially. And as far as where you live, your home life. We're going to get 2 cards that wanted to pop out, but it didn't. 2 cards. The first is going to be a general energy, and the second is going to be a possible outcome. And then we'll get clarifiers for both. That one flew out on the table. So you have the Page of Cups in reverse. Now, the Page of Cups upright, this is a youngster. Doesn't have to be young. This person could be a little bit younger than you. But also, the pages are always about communication coming in, especially communication about emotions, feelings, in regards to love, because it's cups. You know, that's your feelings, your emotions, love, vibrations. And it's coming up in reverse. And that's letting me know that this person may not have been emotionally vocal about how they felt about this situation. There was some type of breakup. Look at that. You got the 8 of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. You know, there was some type of breakup. And like I said, for some of you guys, you don't want to walk away from this individual. 8 of Cups upright is somebody walking away. 8 of Cups in reverse is like they don't. And then this also could be your love interest, especially if you're dealing with someone who has strong water sign placements in their chart. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, definitely, yeah. Because you got the Page of Cups and then you got the 8 of Cups. So for those of you who are dealing with someone who has strong water sign placements in their chart, they're having a difficult time telling you how they feel. But then it's also, they're having an even more difficult time walking away from this relationship. They just don't know how to tell you how they feel. Look at that. Yeah. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with someone with strong water sign placements. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You have the 6 of Cups. So you have the Page of Cups. Then you had the 8 of Cups. And then now you had the 6 of Cups as your possible outcome in reverse. So for those of you who are dealing with a water sign predominantly, because the 6 of Cups upright is reconciliation with someone that you have history with. And I'm going to tell you, remember I said there was like a possible third party for some of you guys. For some of you guys, I'm going to tell you, if you were dealing with a water sign and there was some type of cheating scenario, because you have this cat looking on, and even though this is not a human, there's still some outside interference. You see how this is my hidden in plain sight. Like he's watching what's going on in the background. You may have been dealing with someone who put you in a third party situation with a person that you knew of. You may not have been friends with that individual, but you may have seen them on their social media, or it may be an ex that they told you it was an ex, something to that nature. But I feel like for some of you all, you may know of this individual. So if you were dealing with someone specifically with water sign placements, it's a less chance that you're going to reconcile with this individual, because the 6 of Cups is also about reconciliation, or coming back together with someone that you feel you have a strong soulmate tied to, bond to. It's coming up in reverse. So I feel like, you know, if you're dealing with a water sign specifically, you may not have reconciliation. And for those of you dealing with a fire sign, this fire sign is coming back. Because I told you the song that I heard, that Come Get to This by Marvin Gaye, I feel like this fire sign is like, I'm coming for you. I'm coming back. That's what I heard. Most definitely. At the bottom of the deck, you got the 2 of Wands, fire sign energy. This person has made their choice. They want to leave things in the past behind, but you see how he's holding on to this one wand? He's made a decision, and he's holding a globe, which is the world. The world card always talks about travel. Even though this is not the world card, I'm just explaining it to you. He's holding a wand. I mean, a globe, and that's about travel, distance. So you and this individual could be at a distance from each other. Doesn't have to be physical. It could be more than anything emotional also. I feel like it's emotional and physical. Nonetheless, if you're dealing with a fire sign, this individual is coming back. And they've made a decision to come back and extend an offer to you and have some type of communication. Let's get additional messages. Yeah, they're trying to manifest you. Most definitely. This is the card of Virgo and then also Gemini. But more than anything, this person is trying to manifest a new change with you. A fire sign individual specifically wants to manifest a change with you. So let's get your clarifiers for your Page of Cups in reverse and then your Six of Cups in reverse. Could have definitely been some conflict. You got the Five of Swords in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse. A lot of mental. And remember I said, you know, especially if you're dealing with a water sign, he has this Page of Cups in reverse, and the pages are always about communication. Always about communication. And this is in reverse. So this person, with all that mental energy we just seen with those swords, this individual is not communicating. Yeah, even this fire sign individual, because now they're coming up in reverse. You know, and that's a page also. There's a lot of lack of conversation in this situation, and it needs to be had. But I feel like with the fire sign specific, look at that. I was just going to say with the fire sign specifically, the fire sign is going to come forward and they're going to explain and talk, and they're going to want a reconciliation. You had a World card in reverse, and remember I just look at that. So we had the Two of Wands, and remember I was just talking about the World card, how he was holding the globe, and then you have this in reverse. And Two of Wands is about needing to make a choice, needing to make a decision, and that's why this World card is in reverse. But this is in a past area. And then now he's seeing that there's room for growth. You see how he's looking at that wand? And you see how it's budding leaves? That's growth, expansion. And you got 1, 2, 3. Three mountains in the background. I feel like 3 months ago, there could have been a breakup. 3 days ago, 3 months ago, 3 days, 3 months, 3 weeks ago, there could have been a breakup. Also, some of you guys can reconcile within the next 3 months with a fire sign specifically. You would know how that applies to your situation. There's going to be reconciliation. Yeah, there's going to be reconciliation because now you have the World card upright. This is major arcana, new cycles, endings, beginnings, you know. With the fire sign individual, there's definitely going to be some type of reconciliation. With the water sign, I feel like it's almost like pulling teeth with this individual because they're holding in their emotions. There's a lot of emotions because they do see you as a soulmate for the Six of Cups to even come up. They see you as a soulmate, but they're really holding on for dear life to their emotions. And they're keeping it to themselves. Look at that. And I said that. So you had a Page of Cups in reverse being clarified by the Eight of Cups upright. You see what I mean? So I feel like with this water sign individual, you may need to walk away from this individual, or this individual is maybe deciding to walk away from you. You know, because again, this page in reverse, that's somebody who's deciding not to communicate, not to reach out, not to extend their emotions and love, you know. And then for it to be clarified by the Eight of Cups, yeah, some of you guys with a water sign, this individual is not going to come forward. They're going to decide to walk away, or you're going to end up walking away because they're not communicating with you. And then you have the Sun card. Again, there's a card of Leo. Now, the way it popped out was kind of sideways, but I'm going to tell you, I really do feel like this is meant to be upright. So I feel like with the Six of Cups, it came up in reverse. I feel like with this water sign individual, this is how I'm seeing it now that it's playing out. For some of you guys, there was a fire sign individual. There's going to be reconciliation with this person. This person is like a soulmate to you also, right? And because keep in mind, the Sun card is the most powerful and positive card in the whole deck of tarot. This is also, again, a sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So for some of you guys, if you're dealing with a water sign, it looks like you want reconciliation with this individual, or this individual wants reconciliation with you, but they're not reaching out. So either you or them will decide to walk away. That's in a nutshell with this water sign individual. With this fire sign, like I said, this popped out sideways, but the way I'm feeling it, because this is the second time we've seen this card, right? You guys seen it in a pre-shuffle. I literally feel like there's gonna be reconciliation with someone with strong Leo placements in their chart. I really do feel like that's the case. And I feel like with it clarifying the Six of Cups in reverse, somebody may have felt like there wouldn't be reconciliation. Because upright, that's reconciliation with a soulmate. Connecting, bonding, being in unison. But in reverse, it's the lack thereof. But I strongly feel like there's going to be a coming back together with this individual. And also, with this being a card of Leo, you and this person can reconcile during Leo season. And that will be in July to August 21st. 21st would be the first day of Virgo season. So until from July something, I forgot the exact date, till August 20th is Leo season. So during that time frame, you and this person may reconcile. But with it being in reverse, it is letting me know that right now the two of you guys may not be in unison. You may not be in connection. in union. But I feel like that's going to happen for you guys during Leo season, because we kept getting those Leo cards. So again, some of you guys could be dealing with someone with strong Leo placements, but then also there could be a reconciliation during Leo season for a lot of you guys, okay? So that is the message that I'm getting for you today, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. And as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, take care. Bye.